Probate Legal Assistance Network is a collaboration between three legal services organizations: the DC Bar Pro Bono Center, DC Affordable Law Firm, and Legal Counsel for the Elderly. We work here in the court to provide brief advice to people who are putting their loved ones' estates through probate. Although the court lets us use the space, we're not representatives of the court, and everything you tell us will be kept confidential.
The Probate Legal Assistance Network, or PLAN for short, helps members of the public who are dealing with probate matters for deceased loved ones with educating them about how the probate process works, explaining all the steps necessary, and it also helps people in completing some of the forms necessary to file with the court.
The Probate Legal Assistance Network works out of here, room 318 in Court Building A of DC Superior Court. We're here every Tuesday and Wednesday morning.
When a member of the public comes to the Self-Help Center on the third floor of the Probate Division here at 515 5th Street Northwest, they will meet with a member of the court staff first. That staff member will connect the individual with the attorney from PLAN, and then they can sit down in a private office to discuss their particular issue. They can get information about the probate process and also potentially help filling out certain forms.
When you come into the Probate Legal Assistance Network for help, you'll want to bring in a death certificate and a will. That's because if someone has a will and you're petitioning for probate, you're going to have to name the personal representative who is nominated to serve in a will if it's not you. You're going to have to name all the people who stand to receive things in a will. And if there's no will, you'll have to name the people who stand to inherit from the person who passed away.
In addition to that, we'll also need evidence of what property the deceased person owned, as well as what debts they owed at death. So, for instance, if they owned a home or any other kind of real property, both here in DC or anywhere else, some evidence of where it's located and what its value is. So, for instance, if they owned a home here in DC, you can go onto the DC Tax and Revenue website and get a current assessed value for the house. That's usually sufficient. If they have any bank accounts, copies of bank statements, or even if you just have the name of the bank and even an approximate idea of what's in those bank accounts. If they have a car, the title to the car, or at least the year, make, and model of the car. And then in addition, if they have any creditors, mortgage company, a statement from the mortgage company saying how much is left on the mortgage, if they owe credit card debt, anything like that, statements reflecting those kinds of debts. And in particular, debts related to the funeral. So the funeral bill for the cemetery, you want the bill and you want evidence of who paid the bill.